Here's 3 get rich quick schemes that I fell for or almost did, so that way you don't have to. The first one is Forex. So this was back in middle school when I first heard about Forex through like TikTok and a couple of mutuals, and they were saying, okay, just pay $230 and then you get to join the community. We're gonna teach you how to trade. You're gonna make so much money. And I actually believed her because she was a YouTuber, so and she had like views coming in, like she was making money. So I was like, why would she like promote a scam? So I was telling my friend how I was thinking about doing it. He was like, do not do it. Like, I have older siblings who've told me about it. You have to put a lot of money into it to even make some money. And if you don't have the $230, you should not be investing in that. And I was like, yeah, I guess you're right. So I ended up not doing it. And now, years later, I'm still seeing videos about how Forex was a scam. And I know that the concept of Forex is a real thing where you're trading commodities on the market, but just the whole pyramid scheme aspect where you have to like recruit people under your team, like that's ridiculous. I'm so glad I didn't actually do it. One thing I did actually do is a trading Discord. So on Reddit, there's a lot of like finance related subs, and I would see posts or comments about Discords that have some type of like bot or system that will be able to detect a stock before it shoots up. And I believed it because I was like, how else are people finding out about these stocks that are shooting up 1,000% in a day or two? And I'm thinking like it's a medical companies, it's like getting a contract, that's why it's shooting up so fast, things like that. So I did join one and it was like 40 something dollars per month. So that was already like $80 gone because I was in there for like a couple months. And there was one guy that was like kind of like the leader of like the whole group chat, the group, whatever it's called. And he would like do calls. Like he would say, okay, I'm putting this much in this stock. You know, whoever wants to join, whoever wants to come along, do it. And there were times where I did make money, like it did shoot up the next day or whatever. But there were some calls that he made that flopped, that where it didn't go anywhere. So it was like, what's the point of being in a group like this if like it just seems like you're guessing. And so even for the ones that did do well, right? The bigger issue is that I thought based on the advertising, like they would just tell you like what trades to do and like when to sell, when to buy, whatever. But they wouldn't really do that. They would just say, "Oh, I think I'm gonna sell now. I might." Like you have to figure that out on your own. So imagine you're in a stock that's going up 50 and then down 40 and then up 10 and then down 5. Like you don't know when to buy or sell if you don't know any of the basics, fundamentals, whatever, which I didn't. So anytime a stock would shoot up, I would panic and I would be like, okay, wait, do I wait for it to keep going up? Do I sell right now? And then that's how I ended up like continually losing money anyway, even when there was like still some type of success. And I know like you're probably thinking like, okay, once you saw it go up, then you should have just sold it right then and there. But there were so many times where like it went up 20% and then 100 and then like even more. So it's like, of course, you just don't want to sell it right on the bat. But I left the group because I realized that like day trading, at least right now, it's just not for me. The psychology of it don't fit me. I like to grow my money like more steady and like reliable, not something all volatile like that. The last